child, Mercedes is going down a roller coaster ride. You're going to see her doing a little risky things this season that you haven't seen her do before. You're going to see her fighting for her daughter, child, fighting to try to get her last dance again. You're just going to see a lot, and the rest, you got to tune in and watch.
What am I most excited about seeing? I'm excited to see, of course, Nico. Be my bitch. I'm excited to see Brandy and her evolution, her character's evolution. Yeah. I mean,
this is a whole new day, a whole new pace.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love P-Valley, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about P-Valley Season 2, Episode 1. This is the recap. Now I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. If I miss anything, you guys let me know down below. And man, what a season opener. As I told you guys in my quick thoughts, early impressions, it's been 2 years since we've seen P-Valley. And I'm happy that the wait is finally over. So you guys let me know, man, what did you think about P-Valley Season 2, Episode 1? I thought it was a great opener, and I cannot wait to see what's next. Now, we'll be dropping the Episode 2 What to Expect video. I may drop it early tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But based off this first episode, I think things are going to get heated up. I think the new blood will be coming in the next episode. And it seems like it's going to be some issues with this whole casino thing. It just never goes away. Do y'all think your girl Autumn Night is going to make a deal with the Kyle family? We know they was talking about the casino in this episode. And it seems like your boy Corbin is going to be offering her some bread. I think in the episode 2 trailer, he was talking about $500,000. So $500K is what he's probably going to be putting up on the plate for Autumn Night. Will she take it? You know, I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, Autumn, she be about her money, and she lost so much money investing in this club so far. So, you know, I'm predicting her to try to make her money back, but it's not going to be easy. And if she was to take this deal, that means she will make the money that she put in the club plus another $250K. So we're definitely going to see. But I'm going to try my best to focus on all the key points in this episode. You guys let me know if I miss anything down below. So let's begin. What did we see in P-Valley Season 2, Episode 1? Now the episode starts off with your boy Julian. And Julian, he's at the house. It's a birthday party, but he's looking stressed out. Julian is like, you know what? I got to go to the 7-Eleven. I got to get the hell up out of here. All these kids running around. I ain't trying to be around all this. So Julian hops in the car and he heads out, right? Now, Julian actually thought about doing the opposite, doing the right thing, not going to the strip joint. He was like, man, I got to decide on what I want to do. He sees the billboard of Patrice in her church and he's thinking like, I should do the right thing. You know, maybe I should stay away from this strip joint. But he says, you know what? Not this time around. And look at this billboard. Somebody done sprayed it up, got Patrice on there looking flat out stupid. And Julian's like, okay, it's time to head to the strip joint. And once he does arrive there, he sees Autumn Night and Big L outside. Now, every time someone sees Autumn Night for the first time, they always want her. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that in Season 1. And in Season 2, it seems like that is the exact same thing. He's like, look, I'm trying to get a dance from her. Big L was like, trust me, you don't want to see her dance. It ain't going to be good. And Autumn Night definitely felt some way about that. I believe she misses going out there and dancing. And in the next episode, which they show in the preview, she's out there practicing, right? Now, in this episode, once Julian does go inside, he pulls in, he sees Uncle Cliff, and he's like, hell no, ain't no way. I got to get the hell up out of here. Y'all told me this was going to be a Mercedes experience, and I was going to see a lot of cheeks and a lot of strippers. Where they at? Now, right after that, Uncle Cliff pretty much told him, like, look, you good. We gonna take care of you. This man, sees all these different girls coming out dancing, washing the car. Of course, he's having a good time, right? And once Mercedes comes out, I mean, he really starts to lose it. They got your boy in there beating off. I'm looking like, man, this dude says, screw all this. I ain't got no physical contact up here. I got to watch all these girls from the inside of my car. I got to get off. Uncle Cliff walks up to the car, gives Julian some wings and some wipes because we know he made a mess up in that car. And I'm looking like, man, this is flat out crazy. But things like this actually happen as far as, you know, the drive-through strip joints. Uncle Cliff had this idea and he said, you know what? Might as well use it because we got to make some money somehow, some way. And COVID is making it more difficult for them to make money. So they got to think outside the box when it comes to, you know, making income for the club. Now, your girl Mercedes, her shoulder ain't in the best of shape. Autumn Night is talking about, I'm going to, you know, set you up with a doctor's appointment. She ain't trying to hear any of that. Mercedes is an OG. She's old. She's out there performing, doing all these different things. And she probably should step away from the game. But she's not as of right now. And also, as we can see, your girl Mercedes is struggling with her bills. I mean, she's in the negative. She's in the red. She needs money. And she's pissed off that she has to, you know, give up more money in the split with the other girls. She ain't having it. She's like, why does Big L get to have a cut? He ain't out there doing anything. Big L's like, screw all that. You know, I make the wings, plain and simple. Mercedes arguing with Toys like, hopefully we get to see your last dance. They're pretty much just tired of Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? She's an OG and she's always talking about what she should be getting. And she's stating in the episode that she is the one that brings all the customers there, at least the majority of them. So she should be getting more of a cut. Now, we see Lil Murder. He's, you know, shooting a whole video with Miss Mississippi. And once Uncle Cliff sees this video, Uncle Cliff is like, screw all that. Turn this off right now. Wasn't trying to deal with all that. And it's been about 5 months since Uncle Cliff and Lil Murder actually, you know, talked. So you already know Uncle Cliff was definitely feeling some type of way about that. And that's why I believe Uncle Cliff sent those texts to Lil Murder a little bit later on in the episode. Now, we get to Uncle Cliff, Autumn Night, and of course, Big L is telling them they've been denied once again for another loan. So they have to figure out another way to get some revenue up in there. Autumn Night's kind of upset because she's like, man, I put $250,000 in this club. And all that's left of that is $25K. So, of course, you know, anybody will be upset, especially putting all that money into this and you don't really have a lot of it left to show. So she wants to know what the hell is going on. Uncle Cliff tells her paying off these other girls, making sure that they was good was something that needed to be done, as well as, you know, keeping the maintenance, you know, as far as the club together. So ain't no money left for real. You know what I'm saying? $25,000 is all they got. And as I told you guys, they got to figure out another way to bring in this money. Now on the news, we end up finding out that Mayor Ruffin is not here anymore. He has died from, you know, issues dealing with COVID-19. And as I told you guys in my quick thoughts, early impressions, this information was already put out early, about 2 months ago. I told you guys that Isaiah Washington, you know, he put up on his page, his Instagram page, about this spoiler. And he seemed like he was upset about the outcome. And maybe he thought he was going to be in the show a little bit longer. Now, besides all that, they did get the news of the restrictions being lifted. Now Club Pink can open up fully and they can start making way more money. So this is good news for them. They just got to go in there and put in that work once again. And we know Uncle Cliff was very happy. He was talking about the reopening. I mean, had hell of energy, right? Now, at the end of the day, we know the new blood coming in episode 2. I can't wait to see how these girls are going to act. But Autumn Night, she's plotting and planning on bringing that new type energy to Club Pink. Then we get to Andre's wife. We know she works in the medical field and we can see the struggles. I mean, she had to come in, take a shower, get herself together, and, you know, going through this daily process of taking that shower, doing all these different things to make sure she does not trace any type of COVID related, you know, germs or whatever back up to Andre. She wants to make sure that they're both safe. Working in the medical field, having to deal with all those different people dying every day. It was tough, you know what I'm saying? And we still see some of it today, but not like it was at the very beginning. Like I told you guys, the whole COVID thing that they brought into the storyline, I believe they did a great job at doing it. It really brought back different memories about how it all started. But Andre, he ain't been doing nothing all day. All he's been doing is playing his video game. Hell, he ain't even been checking his phone, which was very, very surprising. Now, I can understand not doing anything, but man, the dude not checking his cell phone, this dude was in the zone on them games. And once she popped upstairs, she was pissed off because she's like, man, you supposed to have my almond milk ready. Like, what's going on? What have you been doing all day? She goes through his phone. She sees all these missed calls. And she sees, the little text from Haley, a.k.a. Autumn Night. And once she says her name, he quickly grabbed that phone. He got up. He was willing to catch COVID for that, right? He didn't care. He's like, look, I need my phone. Y'all saw the look on her face. She was upset. Like, really, dude? Like, come on. He finds out the bad news about Mara Ruffin. We know Andre is, Mara Ruffin's godson. And they have a strong connection. We saw that in season 1. So he felt some type of way about that. And he was like, look, I got to go there. She didn't want him to go. She was crying, telling him don't go. But he said, look, he has to go pay his respects. She just tells him, look, go early and, make sure you come right back. But we know Andre ain't going to do that. We know once he goes down there, he's going to end up getting caught up in something just like always. And coming back that soon ain't going to happen. I mean, we talking about Andre. This dude just can't go down there and come right back. It's always something, right? And we know, his wife going to be very, very upset about this, but that's exactly what he's going to do. Now, your girl Patrice, she's having a good old time. Her church thing is going great. She's giving out food and stuff like that. It's definitely seeming like she is striving through the pandemic and she's not having any issues. But we know, her time coming. You're going to take that money from your daughter and then you're going to make her feel bad about everything that she's doing. Like she's the bad person all the time. Oh, nah. It's coming back on Patrice. It's just a matter of time before it does. Now we finally get to the full scene of Little Murder and DJ Never Scared in the kitchen making the new hit called When I Get Out. Now the streets been talking about, hey, we need a new hit. So that's exactly what Little Murder has been doing. He knows he needs something else because everything is about to open back up and he wants to make sure that he's ready. Now, while he's having a conversation with DJ Never Scared, Uncle Cliff sends the text talking about, you can't hit me up. It's been all these months. I mean, what's going on? Now, deep down inside, Little Murder feels bad about this because he knows the only reason he did this is because of his career and he didn't want everybody knowing the truth about him and Uncle Cliff. So you already know that's going to get out somehow, some way. Now, Little Murder is out there hustling, still trying to get this money the illegal way. He got to do what he got to do to get this paper, right? Now, blue car rolls up. A guy popped out and he's talking about, when is the next hit going to be? The streets is ready. And Little Murder, you can tell he was kind of nervous. He had the strap. At first he was thinking like, man, who is these cats? And then as the car was about to pull off, we seen somebody else in the back seat. Now, this dude is Pico. We know him from season 1. Remember, Little Murder beat this dude down because he called him a punk last season. This is the same guy that got thrown out the club because he kept touching on Autumn Night, so Diamond threw him out. I will not be surprised if this dude does come back and tries to seek revenge on Little Murder. I just got that funny feeling, man. The way that he was looking, it just feels like he's going to come back and it ain't going to be pretty. Now, we get to Autumn Night. She has to turn up the radio because Mercedes is in there having a good old time, right? And I'm looking like, who is in there clapping those cheeks? She comes out, she's talking about how Maine done got locked up. We knew him from last season or whatever. He got locked up on some type of robbery charge or whatever. And, she was in there doing the thing herself. Now, Autumn Night is telling Mercedes, like, look, she's going to make sure she gets paid. She's been putting in a lot of work. She's been listening to her. And she's going to make sure she gets, I believe, 15% off the door when they reopen, right? Mercedes, she wanted more, but I guess you got to get what you can get. Now, Autumn Night tells Mercedes she's going to get some new girls to come into the club. New blood. And of course, Mercedes ain't trying to hear any of that. She's like, hell nah. She don't need no new girls coming in, messing up the rotation. It's already, things going on as of right now with the girls they got. So ain't no use to having anybody else come in. But we know Autumn, she is the owner of the club and she's going to do exactly what she wants to do. Now, Mercedes had me cracking up. Autumn was like, so you're not going to eat? She said she had some Henny, a blunt, and a nut. I'm looking like, this girl is straight up crazy. Then we get to your girl, Miss Mississippi, Keyshawn. She's all on social media doing her little live shows inside of her small little room because Derek won't let her go out and do anything else, right? Now, Derek's out there watching while she's in the room getting this money or whatever. And he's talking about, well, you got over 400,000 views and this and that. He's talking about a job interview and the things that he wants to do. But what about Keyshawn? Can Keyshawn go outside and do what she wants to do? Can she get some fresh air, Derek? Because it definitely seems like she's trapped up in a closet from the looks of it. And when Keyshawn even mentioned about going back out and doing certain things, you can tell Derek wasn't having it. And from the look on Keyshawn's face, she's looking like, man, this dude flat out crazy. I done messed up. I don't know what to do. Then we get to Mercedes once again, and it seems like some of the dancers that she got, I guess some of the parents can't afford the subscription service for the whole dance team, and that's going to be a problem. And I know Mercedes does mention her daughter Terica as well, because we know her mom doesn't even mess around with Mercedes like that. So most likely she's not going to be able to get that money as well. Then we get to Uncle Cliff and Big L. They're remodeling the Paradise Room, and they notice that the blood just keep popping back up. And for a moment, they thought it was a ghost up in there. We know Montavious was taken out, and Uncle Cliff, he was feeling some type of way about it. Very shook up, thinking something was going to go down. Autumn Night comes in. She's talking about, look, what we can do is paint the walls red because blood always bleed back through. And Big L and Uncle Cliff was looking at her like, really? So this girl done caught numerous bodies back in the day, and she knows exactly what to do after she catches them. This girl Autumn Night is something else. She can never be underestimated. She's full of mystery, and she shows you time and time again just how slick she can be. Then we get back to Little Murda, and he is trying to go on tour. He is trying to get this money, but we know Wody tells him, like, look, we need Miss Mississippi. And why in the hell was this dude up in this casket, sleeping in the casket? Had me thinking of a Ricky Smiley prank call on when he said he fell asleep in the casket. Look that up if you have not seen it, but I swear this reminded me of it. I mean, this dude talking about we need Miss Mississippi because she's going to bring in the views. She's going to bring in that crowd. And if you don't have her, it's going to be a struggle, especially in a pandemic. So now Little Murda has to make sure he gets in touch with Miss Mississippi, which he does, tells her about the idea of a tour and that, you know, he got some more music coming. Let's get this money. But she's like, she is good as of right now. And she tells him she wants her stacks that he owes her. So deep down inside, you can tell on the look on Keyshawn's face, she really wants to do this, but she's trapped up in this house. She can't go nowhere. I mean, she's so out of it. She's like, look, I got to hide some diapers because I got to make it seem like all the diapers is out so I can go to the store. Hopefully Derek lets me go to the store. It ended up working later on in the episode though. Now we get to your boy Mara Ruffin. He is not here anymore, and they got him looking clean in the casket. You know what I'm saying? Got him looking real clean. Andre, he was supposed to just leave, but he has decided to stay. He's going to help around, you know, be the pallbearer, and of course he gave some good words at the funeral. But we know Andre and Mara Ruffin had a strong connection, and seeing that was his godson, you can just tell, especially the look on his face, that this was very hard for him to accept. And this is how COVID was when it first started. I mean, people were just dropping off left to right, people that you was close to. It was crazy, right? Now, while Andre is grieving, he goes outside, and all of a sudden your girl Autumn Night popped up out of nowhere, and you can instantly feel the connection between the two. You can tell Andre really missed her. Now, he was telling her, you know, he was thinking about slapping her and stuff like that the next time that he saw her. We know that Autumn and Andre didn't end on the best of terms at the end of season 1, and deep down inside, you can tell that Andre, he didn't really want to leave. He really wanted to, you know, have something with Autumn Night. They had a great connection last season. This girl has him wrapped around her hands. I mean, he's willing to risk it all for her. I mean, all this dude's been doing is playing video games, thinking about Autumn Night every single day, stressed out. Now, Adam does tell him, some things to do as far as getting over, grief. It's going to be hard, but he's going to get through it. But you guys let me know, man. What do y'all think about Andre and Adam Knight? Like I say, that chemistry is still there. And I got a feeling those two, they're going to be hooking up this season. And Andre's wife, she's going to be very, very upset about this. I mean, this dude going to mess around and, get a divorce. Something's bound to happen with him and his wife, in my opinion. Then we get to Mara Ruffin's funeral in this shirt right here. I don't know who in the hell made these shirts, but they was looking real possessed, in my opinion. I mean, look at it. And everybody's having a good time. Besides this shirt, everybody was out there in green looking clean, his family at least. And of course, Uncle Cliff and Grandma, they watching the telecast of the funeral. And Grandma was like, look, I want those chillings. Where's Mookie at? I don't see her at all. That means she is, preparing the chillings for the repast. I need you to go there and steal a bowl of them for me. And Uncle Cliff, man, he was just looking like, really? And you can tell the little speech that Andre was giving was, it was really getting to him. At the end of the day, they all knew each other. I mean, Mara Ruffin, Uncle Cliff, and his family, they all know each other. So even though they had issues in season 1, deep down inside, I believe Uncle Cliff did feel a certain way about what happened to Mara Ruffin. And sadly, COVID had to take him out, but it is what it is. And when they said his favorite word was the N word, they went straight to Wayne Cow, and he had an awkward look on his face like, man, that's my favorite word as well. Now we get to your girl Keyshawn. She has convinced Derek to allow her to go out. Ain't no more diapers or whatever. So she's going to go out to the store, get some moon pies, and finally she can get some fresh air. Now we know Gidget's mom has passed away. I believe she was blaming Duffy for her mother's death. She was pissed off, man. She was pissed off. It's sad that we are not able to see Gidget in this season like that. Hopefully they bring her back later on in the season, or maybe even season 3. But I know a lot of the, hardcore P-Valley fans was asking about Gidget being in this season. Now, Keyshawn had to hang up the phone because she saw your boy Diamond. And Diamond, he was out there kicking everybody out the way if they did not have a mask on. And Keyshawn thought she could just walk up in there because her and Diamond have a history. Well, y'all do have a history, and as he said, you ain't getting up in here without a mask. Now, Keyshawn was trying to explain as far as what happened and how she is sorry. Well, she was trying to say she was sorry, but she was just saying, look, I was just trying to stop everything. It happened so fast, this and that. Diamond ain't trying to hear any of that. He was like, look, this dude Derek called me the N-word. No telling what he's calling you back at home. She is trying to defend him once again, talking about he won't say anything like that. I mean, at the end of the day, Keyshawn, she's going to see exactly what everybody else sees. And that is that Derek is very dangerous and he's no good for her. And if she keeps hanging around with him, she's going to wind up dead. I mean, that's just it. Now, she tries to give your boy Diamond that little necklace or whatever. He's like, look, I don't want that. I don't want nothing that does not work. And he explains to her, like, look, the only reason that I tried to kill him because he called me the N-word. Like, man, it's just crazy how everything get it, because Keyshawn and Diamond really did have some great chemistry last season. I mean, I thought they was going to hook up and be together, but it did not play out that way because Keyshawn has this connection with Derek, an abusive connection that you see all the time. Even Adam Knight was talking about, how she understands what Keyshawn is going through. But Mercedes is like, I understand too. And for her to pull out that strap on Diamond, ain't no excuses for that. You know what I'm saying? Mercedes was not giving Keyshawn any type of slack for her actions. She didn't even want to hear her name when Adam Knight mentioned her. But as of right now, it's not looking too good for Keyshawn. And, as far as her relationships with the people from season 1, besides Gidget, it seems like she's going to have issues with her other former friends. Then we get back to Uncle Cliff. Uncle Cliff has decided to pop up at the repast. You already know Grandma told him, go ahead and get those chillings. Now, Wayne Cow popped up and he's trying to show his respects, but we know he has an agenda. Andre seems like he doesn't want anything to do with Wayne Cow, to be honest, just based off their history. Uncle Cliff is like, so hopefully that casino game plan is over since Mara Ruffin is not here anymore. But Wayne Cow is talking about he's going to make sure he fulfills Mara Ruffin's, dreams. he wants to continue to bring the casino based off the conversation that he was having. He was also talking about this. It's going to be a special election and he's not going to have any running mates for, the mayor, right? So it seems like everything is going good for Wayne Cow, but maybe someone else can come in and shake up, the pot for him, make it a little bit more difficult. Uncle Cliff kind of, made jokes about it, but man, for him just to become the mayor that easily, somebody got to come in and go against this dude. Then we get to your boy Corbin Cow. He pops up and he has all this money. He's talking about, look, we can still bring in, the whole casino. I guess the company that Andre used to work for, they still want this, casino to be built or whatever. And that's exactly the game plan. But they need Club Pink up out of the way. And this is when Andre is talking about, well, Clifford ain't going to sell it. But Corbin is like, well, the new owner might sell it. And we know the new owner is Autumn Night. So can't wait to see episode 2. And I believe they're going to offer her $500,000. We're going to see what your girl Autumn Night going to be on. Then we get to Mercedes. She's looking up Miss Mississippi's IG page. She is seeing all the likes and attention that she's getting. And deep down inside, you already know Mercedes is like, man, I'm way better than this girl. Like, this girl is getting all this love. Ain't no way. She doesn't like it at all, especially some of the things that Keyshawn has done. She ain't feeling her. But she sees a little ad that Autumn Night put up, or the post about new girls, the new blood at Club Pink. She's pissed off. She's like, didn't I just have a conversation with you and I told you not to do this? Autumn Night goes off. She's like, look, I got to do what I got to do to make sure y'all can even dance up in this club. Like, I didn't even have to save the place. You know what I'm saying? I am the boss. And the way she said it had Mercedes on one. Mercedes was pretty much acting like she was a slave, talking about, yes, massa, whatever you need, I get it or whatever. Man, she had me cracking up. Now, she does ask her about how Uncle Cliff feels about this. And she's like, look, I'm the boss. Screw Uncle Cliff. He's going to do exactly what I say he's going to do. They have Mercedes singing that Wade in the Water. I'm looking like, man, this girl, she killing it, man. She was killing that scene right there. Had me cracking up. Then we get to the end of the episode and Little Murda, he gets the text from Keyshawn talking about, let's call it the Dirty Dozen Tour. 12 cities, 12 nights. So he's happy now. He's like, bet. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what I needed. I needed her to help me out this whole tour. It's about to blow up. When I Get Out is the name of that song. And that's the song that he's going to be using to promote the whole tour. It's about to go crazy. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next. But I do believe that something bad is going to happen to Little Murda down the line. I just got that funny feeling based on this episode and how that dude Pico popped back up in the way that he was looking. Now, this will be the only episode as of right now that will be airing on a Friday. They wanted to have the season premiere air a couple days early, and that's why they aired it today. And they also are doing the same thing for The Chi season 5. They're airing the episode a little bit early, but the next new episodes that are going to be coming out will continue to air on the original day, which will be Sunday, 12 a.m. Saturday night, if you guys want to watch it early. And then, of course, Sunday, I believe, for 8, 9 o'clock, something like that. The normal schedule that we are used to having. This was just an early episode. But overall, man, the episode was solid. I cannot wait to see what's next. You guys leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. We're going to talk about episode 2. We're going to talk about that trailer and what's next for the next episode. But thank you guys. We've been waiting for 2 years. It is finally here. And man, I got a feeling, man, this season going to be straight up fire. And I cannot wait to see the aftermath. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. And I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.